Hi everyone, it's your girl Bianca B, like a bumblebee, and you're watching The Bianca B Show.
I'm with the bumblebee here. She rolling. I ain't talking about Queen Bee. What she doing is Bianca. Check out.
Got the fun ass Bianca B in the Bianca B Show.
Bianca B in the Bianca B Show. It's your boy K-Man.
Shout out to Bianca B.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Journey.
And we're here with
Bianca B.
Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Bianca B Show. I'm your host Bianca B, like a bumblebee. Today's guest is a music producer and songwriter. He's produced for some of your favorite celebrities such as Zendaya, Fantasia, and Don Richards. I would like to introduce Drewski. Woo!
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, so you know the ritual when you're on the show, you have to pull from the beehive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get stung, am I?
No, you're not.
All right. So I pull a bee?
You pull any bee you want. Wait, it's two on here. Okay, there you go.
What is my favorite movie?
What's your favorite movie?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Definitely has to be my favorite movie.
I thought you were going to say something like Paid in Full. I was expecting that. Why is that your favorite movie?
I think as a kid, just the candy. I think it like started everything like downhill for me, like from there, like just getting addicted to like sugar and chocolate and all that. And just I think the message at the time, you know, just being a kid. As a kid, I didn't understand the movie until I watched it as an adult, and then I had more of an appreciation for it.
Okay.
But it's definitely one of those things that helped me like just be uninhibited with like my imagination. Like anything can happen, anything is possible. I mean, the wallpaper in the the factory was like made out of like candy. You know what I mean? So it's like applying that to like everyday life, like pure imagination, like with no strings attached, like. Magic can happen.
What are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on Diggy Simmons. I did like 2 records with him.
Nice. Give that a round of applause, Diggy.
I'm working on like a lot of hip hop stuff right now. I did a record with Scarface that they might keep me on actually as like the vocalist on the record, so it might be a feature. I kind of pop working with them. And then working on my second EP, it's Places I've Ever Been, the second volume.
Okay, awesome. Now, what, as far as you as an artist, who have you looked up to in the industry and who inspired you? And, we see you as an R&B artist. How is it working with these hip hop artists?
I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. I'm influenced from all different types of sounds. There's like this new band out of New Zealand. It's a brother and sister. Their name is Broods. And Joe Little, who produced Lord's Royals, worked on their whole entire EP, and it's amazing. The girl, like the sister sings, and the brother he produces. So it's like that. I mean, it's everything from Broods to like the Beatles to A$AP Rocky to Luke James. It's all over the place. I feel like music is like whatever you're feeling at that time, that's what you listen to. So that's kind of how I am.
And when you drop your new mixtape coming out that you're working on, what do you want listeners to get from that?
I think this one is going to be a little bit more up-tempo. I think it's going to be a little bit more...
Is it going to be ratchet?
There's going to be a little bit of ratchetness in there. There's going to be a little bit of ratchetness in there. There's going to be a little bit of like soca. I just went to St. Lucia for a writing camp for this Universal Canadian artist, and the people out there, the culture, the music out there, like, you heard that music all day, and there's just something about that vibe that I definitely want to bring back here, too.
And how would you explain yourself as an artist? You, Drewski, and, people are so used to you writing, but you as an artist, that's taking a big step.
Right.
So explain to us, who is Drewski?
I think Drewski is, he's like a younger John Legend with like a hint of like Seal with like a splash of like Lenny Kravitz.
There's a lot of students who are writers and producers, and it's really tough. What advice can you give to them since you worked with so many celebrities in the industry?
For every no, there's a yes. So don't get discouraged. That's definitely key. Like when I came into the industry, I think I was so like naive and so like wide-eyed, like to the opportunities and or just the possibility of opportunities, just being around it, you know. And there were times where I would just like think that yes, this record's going with this artist, and the next thing it wouldn't happen, and I'd be like so like down about it and like depressed almost about it. Like, am I good enough? You know, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? But it, you know, it's like some of those records, like they take time, and like my first like actual like major placement was Grammy nominated, so it was like, you know, it took 6 years.
Give him a round of applause, Grammy nominee.
Thank you. I mean, it took 6 years, you know, from me moving out to LA for it to happen. But you know, it was like for every no, that one yes was definitely like worth it.
Now, a question from the ladies: are you dating?
I'm not right now. I am single right now.
What kind of woman you like?
You know, it's one of those things. She has to love music just as much as I do. That's a big one for me. Just like that love, that creative side is definitely. I like a woman that's creative, and it doesn't have to necessarily be music, but like having that understanding, that appreciation, so like she knows where I come from, kind of thing.
Now, what can we expect from you this year?
Trying to crank some more hits out.
And you will indeed, because you have such a humble, like, personality.
Thank you.
You just are super humble, and I truly appreciate
Thank
you
you
coming on the show today.
Absolutely.
Now,
Anytime.
can you give people your Instagram, Twitter, where they can find you in camera 3 right over here?
Sir, you can find me on Instagram at Drewskiville. That's DRUSKI-ville, VILLE. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Drew Scotty. That's Drew Scott with a Y.
Drew Scott with a Y, yep. Now, you guys can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Bianca B Show, and go to BiancaB.com too. I'm Bianca B, like a bumblebee, here with Drewski. Woo, thank you.
Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B,